Okay, welcome to Viking Rogaland from Rogaland. So, guys, I am so blessed and so happy to see you guys here on my channel. Uh, I made some quite good friends on this YouTube channel. So sorry, sometimes I'm very drunk and I just have to delete the whole thing because yeah, I tried to make some sing the other day, but I that's a problem with the internet and social media. If I'm drunk, sometime I will post something on Facebook that is very stupid, and I don't even remember I posted it. And the same thing goes with YouTube. So it's not that it's not that I'm really ashamed of what I'm sharing when I'm drunk, because we have this saying in Norway: the truth shall be heard from the children and from the drunkards. So yeah, of course, if I say something when I'm drunk, it basically means that I'm honest, but it's not everything that is supposed to be online, right? It's not everything that is supposed to be shared with the whole world. So now I'm in the morning here, 8:40, yeah, 8:40 a.m. in Norway. I'm sitting in the chicken house here. The sun is coming up in. I'll show you you guys there. The daylight is coming up through the narrow window. I have to insulate the windows because winter is coming. So what I want to say a little bit about the election results in the U.S. And I am passionately loving and following Donald Trump. I've done that since 2015, 2016. I mean, I despised the guy before. I didn't like his personality and how he acted when in The Apprentice, and I never liked The Apprentice shows. I thought that guy was like a rude and hard and bad guy, but once he started to campaign about his politics, really fell in love with Donald Trump. Hey, I'm a middle-aged man. How can I fall in love with an old man like Donald Trump? Because he's passionate, he's honest, and he has some very good uh, point of views. And he was actually president for 4 years. Remember, 4 years. And he didn't commit the genocide. He didn't start a lot of wars. He didn't do a lot of bullshit. The only thing that is the problem with during the Trump administration is the COVID problem, the COVID stuff. But of course, he had to rely on his advisors and so forth. So I think the whole thing about closing down international travel was totally bullshit. And Trump was the one who made that. And millions of people have suffered because of the travel bans. So anyway, and he even pushed the vaccines because he was told, and we were all told that, oh, we need to have the vaccines. Uh, because the vaccines will save the world, right? Jesus Christ will save the world, not the vaccines. Okay, the vaccines will actually kill the world, in my opinion, and it's happening all around us. So anyway, Donald Trump went again to. I mean, he in 2020. He claims that they stole his election. And if I say that on YouTube that I agree, they will cancel this video. So I say, no, I don't agree. They didn't steal his election. Okay. It was no, 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 no. Everything was perfect. There's no corruption, no fraud in the election of 2020. YouTube, okay, okay. So that's clear. Okay, no, 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 no. Whoa. Biden is the most popular president in the world history. He got even millions of more votes than Obama because he's so powerful and energetic, and he has a lovely plan, which he proved for the last 4 years. He saved America, he saved the world. He didn't start or ignite any wars or anything. No, no, no. He's a peace dog. Biden is a lovely angel, guys. Well, that's okay. YouTube, now you shut the fuck up. You close your ear, and I'm gonna tell you the truth. So, yeah, we all know that a person like Biden, he was run by the guys, the puppet master. You know what is a puppet? Yes, puppet on a string. It means Biden is the puppet down there on the stage, okay, and but the guys that are moving the puppets and telling them what to say, they are the guys who are actually controlling the system. So the thing about Donald Trump is he is somehow outside of the system. So he has not all those strings attached to him. Got it? So I this is a direct emission. I don't expect to have too many comments here because I actually need to go and pee soon. But I just want to say that, guys, I told you, vote for Donald Trump, vote for the Donald. And he's not a Nazist, he's not a racist. And this landslide victory of Donald Trump makes me so happy because people have minds. They know how to think. The black people voted for Trump, the Hispanics voted for Trump, the Muslims voted for Trump. I mean, hey, hallelujah. It's amazing. The Jews in Brooklyn, the Orthodox Jews voted for Trump. The Amish people, which I think I consider the Amish people to be some of the most beautiful, most lovely people in the world. The Amish people, guys, they voted for Trump. Can you imagine? So I told you so. I told you. But I'm in Norway, and if I had money, I would fly over to California and cast my vote for Trump. Because in California, though, you don't need to show a voter ID, right? So that's quite cool, huh? But so I maybe Elon Musk would have sponsored me if he knew about my channel, but I think Elon Musk is too busy. He doesn't care about the Viking Rogaland channel, right? So anyway, hallelujah, hallelujah. Glory be to God. Glory be to all the people. Because Donald Trump and the US is actually the world leader. You understand? What happens in the US is basically influencing the whole world. Okay. So now also now in Europe, people are waking up and they say populism. Oh yeah, all these riots and all this is populism. Oh, it's so dangerous with this populist. Yeah, but what does it mean? The populist. It means the people. So if you're talking about democracy, it means that you have to listen to the people, right? Oh no, we don't want to listen to the populists. Why? Because the populists, they are listening to the people. They are the voice of the people. We don't want to listen to the fucking people. But we want democracy. Okay, wow, that is not democracy, guys. That is totally crazy. I had some viewer on here, but I don't know what happened to that person. Um, what I want to say is that the American people have given now a mandate to Okay, a mandate. So it means that they, in majority, they endorse his political views, his political vision. You can say, "Oh, I don't like the personality of Donald Trump." Trump, Donald Trump, Donald Trump. But okay, I agree in some way. But I have come to learn him and his family, his wife, his children. I have come to respect them. They are amazing people, amazing people. And Donald Trump, he is just fantastic. So what is our great fear is that they're gonna take him out. They're gonna kill him. They already tried a couple of times. Can you imagine that when the bullet hit his ear instead of his eye and his brain? You can imagine he would be dead. But I think that God protected him. That's what I think. And if God protected him in July, God will protect him also further on. But of course, they want to kill the guy because he wants to dismantle the whole shadow government. He wants to open up all the and actually dismantle the CIA, which reminds me of my favorite presidential candidate back years ago, and that was the old doctor. What is his name now? Yeah. Anyway, the doctor. He was a wonderful person. He said, "I want to dismantle the CIA and FBI. I want to call all the troops back from the foreign bases, come back to the U.S." Ron Paul is the guy. Ron Paul is still alive. He's an amazing person, guys. Ron Paul is he is my totally favorite guy. Ron Paul. I Ron Paul wanted to legalize all drugs. All drugs. Yes. Because it's up to you. If you want to kill yourself, if you want to use heroin or cocaine, whatever you want to use, it's up to you. You want to destroy your body? Okay, fuck you. But we will not put you in jail. We're gonna spend money on that one. So then you have the opposite side. It was Duterte, President Duterte, which I also respect. uh, Duterte in Philippines because I was living in the Philippines during his administration for many years, and Duterte, he realized that there's this drugs. When the people high on these drugs, they become crazy. So they will beat their children, they will beat their wives, they will shoot the neighbors. I mean, so yes, I understand totally. You cannot allow drugs, but in the US it's a bit different because in the US you have a welfare system. Somehow you have a welfare system, maybe, or I don't know why, but it's not possible to reconciliate Duterte and Ron Paul. It's not possible, and I actually prefer Ron Paul, but I really understand Duterte because there are so many gangs, violent gangs, and police are even involved in the drug trades and everything there in the Philippines. So Duterte, he was tough on it. So I think it depends on the nation. It depends on the populace. How are you gonna treat them? You cannot say that one size fit them all. Okay, U.S. there is one policy that will fit. In the Philippines, there is another one. In Thailand and Indonesia and wherever you are in Africa, you have to look at the populace and see what will be necessary to do in this particular situation. But I told you guys about Donald Trump. Hey, I love the guy. And Duterte, he called Obama, what did he call him? Son of a bitch. Can you imagine? Duterte. Yeah, I love Duterte. He called fucking Obama son of a bitch. And when they wanted to indict him and put him on an international court for his policies in his own country, where he was given the mandate by the people to do what he promised to do, Then it's, oh, we're gonna sue you, we're gonna arrest you via the FN, FN, Norwegian FN, Forente Nationer, United Nations. And they say, so fuck you. We're gonna leave. I'm gonna take the Philippines out of the United Nations. Yeah, I like that kind of guy, but not everything he did was good. Of course, yeah, but that's how it is. He managed to. I have very good friends. Good friends. I mean, I've been living in the Philippines for 9 years in total, and so I talk to the guys. The really smart guys in the Philippines. I have friends. I have mayors. I have people in low positions and high positions that are my good friends in the Philippines. And most of them, they realized that Duterte, he was the best president in the Philippines. Now it's slippery slope with the new president. I don't know. I like Bong Bong Ferdinand Marcos Jr. I like him. I mean, as a person, he's likable. He speaks very well English. He speaks politely, while Duterte said Obama is a son of a bitch, and actually Duterte expelled the Americans, and he became. Some will say he became too friendly with the Chinese, but I understand his point of view. Because how can the Philippines stand up against the Chinese? You want to really start a war between the Philippines and the Chinese? Oh, millions of people gonna die. For what? Oh, like we saw now in Ukraine. I mean, not millions in Ukraine, but hundreds of thousands of Ukrainian men. And of course, women, children, elder, innocent people have died in the conflict there. And this conflict was actually, how can I say, supported by the West, by UK, by the Biden administration, and they have caused mayhem in Ukraine. It's so terrible. So really, I hope that now we're gonna have some time of peace, uh, and we know what Donald Trump did when he won the presidential election. He called both Zelensky and Biden. Okay. So I have big expectations, but that being said, there is a God above, and I believe in the God above. And he has everything in his hands. And that he had the hand over, I'm sure he had the hand over Donald Trump to protect him so he was not killed. That was a miracle. I think so. But and Donald Trump, he is not ashamed of the Bible. He actually hold up the Bible. Do you know that Donald Trump has his own Bible version that he's selling? So I really am amazed. And he's also coming against the killing of the babies. Even I'm totally against abortion. I'm totally against abortion. But at least Donald Trump, he's talking intelligently about it, and he said, "Okay, let's not kill the babies until they. I mean, even after they are born, because that is what's happening in some states in the U.S. So, guys, I told you. I see there are some 3 people here following me. You didn't engage in the chat. That's fine, but I told you so. Donald Trump is the man. Okay. Bye bye. Love you guys.